Isang mapagpala at mapagpalayang araw sa mga kapwa ko Pilipinong nagpupuyo sa mga damdamin, nagsusumamo at sumisigaw na tama na, sobra na, papanagutin na ang mga may sala at itigil na ang sistematikong pandarambong sa kaban ng bayan. As a concerned citizen and one who hails from the academe, I was tasked by the convener of this forum to reflect on a very relevant question that beset our time. What role does a lack of respect for institutions and the rule of law play in perpetuating corruption in the Philippines? At the outset, it is very important to remember that the Philippines, after the momentous 1986 People Power Revolution, had promulgated and ratified the 1987 Constitution, establishing a very robust guardrails against graft and corruption. Naitatagpo ang mga institusyon at mga sistema katulad ng Tanod Bayan na kinabibilangan ng Ombudsman, Sandigan Bayan, ang mga klarong pamamaraan ng checks and balances sa pagitan ng tatlong sangay ng ating gobyerno, mga korte, mga regulatory agencies, mga iba't ibang constitutional commission, at isama na rin po natin ang mga paaralan at simbahan bilang mga pananggalang sa usapin ng korupsyon. These are not abstract entities. They are supposed to be the very backbone of good governance and a meaningful civic life. The rule of law and the strict adherence to due process in turn are meant to ensure that no one is above the rules and that fairness and accountability should guide every action and decision. However, when there is a little respect for this institution and systems, corruption becomes deeply entrenched. We see this in multiple ways. For one, when people believe that laws can be bent or avoided through personal connections or money or power, they begin to treat corruption as the normal way of doing things. For another, when government officials themselves do not model respect for the rule of law or the very institution they represent, it sends a clear signal that bending the rules is acceptable or even expected. Sabi nga nila, naging kalakaran na at katanggap-tanggap na sa gobyerno ang SOP, tongpats, for the boys, pastillas, lagay, padulas, under the table, quota at reward system, at ngayon ay ang pamosong 25 to 30% commitment o obligasyon para sa proponent o funder ng proyektong gamit ang tinatawag na insertions sa budget processes ng gobyerno. This erosion of respect in both the different guardrails and the rule of law creates what some scholars call a culture of impunity. Much worse, the way it is done today is so brazen and open to the point that they are so proud to flex and flaunt their ill-gotten wealth in social media and their lavish lifestyles. That leaves one in further utter disbelief and anger. Pinagnakawan ka na, ipinamumukha pa sa iyo ng harap-harapan na parabang sinasabing manigas kayong lahat. It is a vicious cycle. Weak institutions fail to enforce transparency and accountability, which fuels more corruption, which in turn further weakens those same institutions. Over time, trust in government and public systems collapses, and I am afraid that we are at this very juncture nowadays. Citizens becomes disingenuous and disengaged, thinking, why follow the rules if leaders don't? This attitude of disengagement and nonchalance among the citizenry is very dangerous because it silences the very voices that should be demanding reforms. For us in the academic community, this topic is especially relevant. Corruption is not just a political or economic issue. It is also an ethical and a moral one. A lack of respect for institutions often begins in small, everyday choices, like cheating on an exam, cutting corners, or tolerating intellectual dishonesty in group work. These small acts mirror the larger problems in our society. When we normalize them, we contribute to a culture that excuses corruption at higher levels. Our silence and inaction makes us complicit in these evil deeds. What then is the way forward? Respect for the rule of law has to be rebuilt step by step. That means strengthening institutions through transparency, ensuring leaders are held accountable, and promoting civic education that emphasizes integrity, honesty, and responsibility. But it also means that as individuals, we must practice respect for the systems in our own lives, whether in family, the classrooms, the organizations, or the communities where we belong. In closing, corruption in the Philippines persists and has become systemic, not just because of weak enforcement of the laws, but because too many people had stopped believing in the power of institutions and the fairness of the law, which in turn slowly developed into a culture of nonchalance and indifference, and subsequently being eaten up by a corrupt system. The big challenge for our generation and the succeeding ones is to break that vicious cycle of corruption by restoring trust and respect in our institutions and the rule of law, and by demanding an honest-to-goodness accountability and transparency in all government transactions, coupled by our vigilance and renewed active participation in our civic life. Napapanahon na po na kailangan nating usisaing mabuti ang mga batayang prinsipyong sinusundan natin sa pagpili ng ating mga lideres. Simulan na po natin ang maayos na pagpili ng mga tamang mamumuno sa ating pamahalaan, mga taong may dignidad, integridad, at tunay na pagmamahal sa bayan. Itigil na po natin ang political patronage, nepotism, political dynasties, at padrino system sa ating electoral processes. Natutuwa po ako dahil nagsisimula na naman pong magising ang mga Pilipinong matagal nang nahimbing at sa pananahimik at pagsasawalang bahala. Panahon na para tayo ay magsama-sama at tumindig na may isang tinig at adikain tungo sa makabuluhang pagbabago sa ating lipunan. Labanan na natin ang garapalang pagnanakaw sa kaban ng bayan ng mga ilang ganid na politiko, mga tiwaling kawani ng gobyerno, mga swapang na mga kontratista at iba pang kasabwat nila sa nakarimarim na nakawan sa gobyerno. Sama-sama nating isigaw, tama na, sobra na, panagutin na, ikulong na. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang makabayang Pilipino.
Professor Ed Mariano is a dedicated educator and passionate advocate for good governance. With his unwavering stance against the PDAF or pork barrel system, Mr. Mariano has been a vocal critic of its misuse, tirelessly working to raise awareness about its far-reaching implications. He is sharing his valuable insights and perspectives on this critical issue of corruption in the Philippines, shedding light on the importance of transparency and accountability in our nation's development.